Good morning, children. In last class, we have seen a current carrying conductor behave as a magnet. Today, we will see the same current carrying conductor when placed in a magnetic field, then what happens? If current carrying conductor is placed in a magnetic field, it experiences a force. Let us say here AB is a conductor. This conductor is placed in this magnetic field and we are passing electricity through this conductor. This conductor, when placed in a magnetic field, it experiences a force. That means a force will be experienced by this conductor AB perpendicular to the direction of magnetic field. Okay? In which direction this conductor will move is given by Fleming's left hand rule. Fleming's left hand rule states that if you stretch these three fingers, index finger, middle finger and thumb, mutually perpendicular to each other. In this way you have to stretch mutually perpendicular to each other. If this finger shows magnetic field, this shows current, then thumb will show the direction of the force experienced by the conductor. Okay? Here you can remember it like this. This is for magnetic field M. This is for current C. And this is for force F. Father, F, force, mother, child. Father, mother, child. If you stretch these three fingers mutually perpendicular to each other, this finger, index finger shows magnetic field, this finger shows current, and this finger shows the force experienced by the conductor. So accordingly, the force will be experienced. This force which is experienced by the conductor, it depends on three factors. What are they? They are I, electric current, it depends upon magnetic field, and it depends upon length of the conductor. It is directly proportional, force is directly proportional to I, force is directly proportional to magnetic field, and force is directly proportional to length of the conductor. If you combine all these three, you will get F equals to BIL if K equals to 1. Constant is 1. So F equals to BIL, that is Bill. You remember, force on a current carrying conductor depends upon three factors, that is Bill. Magnetic field, current, and length of the conductor. Okay? If this conductor is placed perpendicular, actually the current carrying conductor which is placed in a magnetic field at an angle theta is given by BIL sin theta. Okay? If this theta is 90 degree, sin 91, so F equals to BIL. That means maximum force will be experienced. Maximum force. But if it is placed parallel, in that case BIL sin 0 degree. That means sin 0, 0. So force will be 0. So no force will be experienced if it is placed parallel to the magnetic field. But if it is placed perpendicular, then maximum force will be experienced. Okay? This is used in electric motor. This all principle of electric motor. Now what is electric motor? Electric motor is a device which convert electrical energy to mechanical energy. That means when you pass electricity, it moves. Like your mixer, your grinder, your TV, your washing machine. When you pass electricity through it, it starts rotating. Blades start rotating. Mixer blade start rotating. That means electrical energy here is converted to mechanical energy. And then what is the basic principle? Basic principle is same, that current carrying conductor when placed in a magnetic field, it experiences a force. So now for electric motor construction and working we will see. For construction part you see, here we have taken two magnets, north pole, south pole. You can see two strong magnets. And here rectangular coil. This coil is a rectangular coil having copper wire bound on it. Okay? And this wire is attached to two half rings, that is called split rings. From name it is very clear. Split Means if you take circle and split it into two half, you will get two split part. So this is two split rings. Okay, and these two split rings are attached to the carbon brushes, and these carbon brushes are attached to the cell where electricity will pass. Now see here, when electricity is passed through a conductor, it behaves as a magnet. So this coil will behave as a magnet, but this coil is placed in a magnetic field. So it will experience a force. So in which direction force will be experienced, that we will see now. In working part we will see, here current is flowing in this direction, AB upward direction and CD downward direction. If we will apply Fleming's left hand rule here, you see upward direction, current is in upward direction, and we know the finger, this finger is for current and this finger is for magnetic field. So north to south, so this finger we have kept like this, north to south magnetic field, and this finger in the direction of the current, in upward direction. Now see the thumb points in downward direction, so AB will move in downward direction. Similarly, if you place these three finger again for CD, in CD current is flowing in downward direction, so we will keep our finger in downward, so we will see the force is experienced in upward direction. So you see CD is moving in upward, AB is moving in downward direction. So two equal and opposite forces, they make a couple. So due to this couple, this coil rotates. Now after half rotation, you see after half rotation, this C1 and C2, they are contact with B1 and B2, but after half rotation, when it comes to vertical position, this contact breaks. Contact with the external circuit, that means carbon brushes and this cell, this circuit will break. So it should stop, but it is not stopping because it has already gained momentum. According to Newton's first law, if body is in motion, body wants to be in motion, and also it has gained momentum, so it will continue to move, it will not stop. Now when it will move, again it will make contact. Now C2 will become C1 and C1 will become C2. This CD will become AB and AB will become CD. Now the direction of the current in CD, earlier it was downward, when it will come here it will be in upward. AB earlier upward, now it will be downward. That means direction of the current is reversed. So here you see CD in now upward direction, CD current is in upward direction, AB current is in downward direction. So now AB will move in upward direction and CD will move in downward direction. So in this way it will continue to rotate. Okay. So the function of this commutator C1 and C2, we are having two slit rings, that is commutator, also known as commutator. They reverse the direction of the current in the coil. Okay, function of commutator is to reverse the direction of the current. B1 and B2, they are carbon brushes, they make contact with the external and internal circuit. That external circuit is in contact with internal with the help of carbon brushes. Okay, so this is all about construction and working of electric motor. More we will discuss in live class. Thank you.